What's going on with the camera? Okay. I think we're good. And I continue my streak of being extremely, ridiculously, unreasonably on time. No, I'm not late. This is actually literally on time. This is the definition of on time. I could not be more on time if I tried. So, let's all take a moment to acknowledge that. In the meantime, let me quickly set up this the things I'm supposed to set up. What are we doing today? Today we're doing a tier list. A very exciting tier list. The most exciting tier list of them all. I think it's, what are we doing? What's the thumbnail say? Luffy's best attacks. The best attacks Luffy has. 1 minute late? No, that's because there's a slight delay between when I start the stream and when you guys get the feed rolling. That's not my fault. I started it on time. That's not my fault. Am I supposed to start these streams at like 6:59 so that there's a solid buffer? I'm on time by my watch. And my watch is the watch that we'll be using. How is my shoulder? Thanks for asking. Not that any of you did. Let me take a quick look at chat, see who asked about my shoulder. Who asked about my shoulder? Nobody. I see nobody asking about my shoulder. Wow. Thanks. Is there anyone? Anyone asking about the shoulder? No? It's nice. William Marshall says, on time to de-stream. Yes, thank you. Everyone listen to William Marshall. He knows what's up. David only says, do you think Kaido is down? No. Samara's video is basically exactly that. Me saying, no, I don't think he's down. I do think that we will get at least a little bit of a pause before he gets back up. Luffy attacks. There, I know I saw. Okay, so somebody made this tier list because there is a Luffy attacks tier list. So that's good. I don't know how comprehensive it is, but we'll just see. We'll find out. Your shoulder looks normal to me. Okay, so last stream my shoulder was in a really bad shape. What had happened was basically I did something to my trapezius because of like bad posture and probably like too much time in front of the desk and just like general stuff accumulated. So then I had to go to the doctors who sent me to the physical therapist and stuff like that. And they basically told me some simple stuff. I'm on some muscle relaxants, which makes it not painful at all right now. I'm on some muscle relaxants, and also this morning I was made to do some weird exercises that I didn't think existed. That did actually make me feel a little better. Morning Morality says, if Kaido gets up, how will Act 4 play out? Act 4 will probably be a bit of regrouping, followed by, what do you call? Regrouping, followed by round 2. Do you think the samurais will kill Kaido now he's KO'd, says Manel Aguilera. No, I don't know if that's the samurai way, although I don't really know what the samurai way is. This Luffy I've been back from the card shops. It stayed up till 5 to make this. Got less than 4 hours to sleep, so hope you enjoy. It's long, so I suggest getting started quickly. And he shared something that has 3 images. This... Ivan, thanks, but no thanks. OP Frenzy says, have you watched Evil's latest Zoro theory? It's insane. No, I have not. Hopefully I will get to that at some point. Maddie Wolfbeast says, why you gotta say trapezius? You know damn well no one knows it by that. Okay, so it's, I mean, it's your traps, but like the last 2 days, not 2 days, last few days, right? I've been hearing it as trapezius, right? This today, then at the doctors and stuff. So that's just what's in my head because they're gonna speak in doctor speak. Pierce Sullivan says, Morge, if you lived in the Wild West, would you rather be a cowboy, a sheriff, or an outlaw? Outlaw is it sounds cool on the surface, but like in reality, it'd be like a giant pain. Like people are hunting you all the time. Outlaw would not be fun, right? So cowboy is the most fun. Sheriff, you got to do too much stuff. So cowboy is the right answer, right? Le Guerriere Ivan Ivalinku says, fun fact, loss is room and chambres is room in French. That's actually really funny. I didn't know that. Makes sense. Chambres, chamber. I guess that makes sense. Make a theory tier list. That's what Yusuf was saying before it was deleted by Phantom Greyfire. A theory tier list? No, that's like that's complicated. That would hurt people's feelings and stuff like that. Bounty hunter for sure, says Jose Larios. Yeah, bounty hunter would be fun. You can be a bounty hunter in real life. There's no you can do what you want. You can be a bounty hunter if you want to be a bounty hunter. Like there are real life bounty hunters. You could do that today. Bounty hunter's a fun job, I think. Right? You get to, well, actually, I don't know. You need to land some pretty big bounties pretty consistently to like make a living. Thomas Kaz says, theory, what if Kaido's victory roar, Viz wording, isn't something that happens after victory, but something that leads to victory? I think Kaido's roar is something that he does before he awakens. We'll have to wait and see and find out. Wait and see and find out. Hawkeye says, who do you think is stronger, Mihawk or Shanks? I think Shanks is stronger. Yeah. Everybody's really mad at me now. It's just, I just think Mihawk's stronger. And then it's gonna get into like, with Mihawk's a stronger swordsman, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I just think that Shanks maybe has some hockey stuff that's maybe outside the realm of swordsmanship. That's basically the simplest way I can put it. Thomas Cass says, and he's never lost after awakening, so that's why it's called his victory roar. I mean, to me, the simpler idea is that basically the victory roar is just what he does after he wins. It just sounds like that, but maybe. I still definitely think Kaido's going to awaken, and I still definitely don't think that he was awakened just yet. Ivan back from the card shop says, expected a bigger reaction to Demon Black tier list, lol, here's the real one. Oh, wait, so you actually made a real tier list. Oh, my God. Whoa. All right, we got to... Okay, big props to Ivan. Okay, all right, I got to show you guys because you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Let me show you guys. Let me do this stream setup thing. All right, so first we're going to... Wait. Let's do this carefully, right? We don't want to mess anything up. All right, we're going to add a display capture. Add display capture, add source, add. Okay, done. This is the scary part. This is where everyone panics, but not me, because I know what to do. All right, so we make this go like here. Yeah, this goes here. Wait, first I gotta make me small. So make myself small. I go up here. You guys can still see me, but not that much. And then this goes here. And then the finishing touch, only a pro streamer knows this. You move the chat box up so you guys can still read things. Genius. All right, so this was the tier list that I was gonna use. A Luffy attacks tier list that existed. And it seems complicated and I can't really make out everything. Here is something that Ivan did. So everyone thank Ivan back from the card shop. Holy shit. I thought you were just joking with the whole, like, because Ivan he dropped me a link to a fake tier list he made, which was just Demalo Black. So I was like, okay, that's cool. Then he sent this, which is his actual tier list, which is everything. Dude, how are we going to do this? I don't know how. We're going to have to speed run this. We're going to have to speed run this really, really hard. This is a lot of stuff. You know this is just going to be like a 2-hour stream, right? This is crazy. Look at all this stuff. Wait. Can you guys see it? Yeah, you guys can see it. All right, sometimes I show you guys stuff and then you guys tell me afterwards like, hey, Moj, we couldn't see any of that. And I'm like, oh, all right. Hamda Jaled says, about your most recent video, why would Ace and Sabo laugh? Roger Noden say it's childish if that's Luffy's dream. A world where no, it depends on how it's phrased, right? Because I don't know if he phrased it to them the same way that he phrased it to wait, let me do the pop-out chat thing. That's what I'm supposed to do. So I don't know if he phrased it to them the same way that he phrased it to, to Kaido. Okay, so I'm going to move this over here. What is the best way to do this? How do I normally do it? I think it's like this. I think we normally do this. All right. Yeah, normally it's something like this, right? Basically this. Okay. So this is good. This is good. This is good. All right. Where are we at? Morge empty promises tier list as Thomas Kaz. It would be empty. There would be nothing in it. Arvind Sivasilim says, Morge, we're now in the legendary hour of One Piece. I'm imagining you holding all Raid Will Fail supporters over your head. Will we survive the hour, or will we get betrayed and shot by Oda? It's an exciting time, that's for sure. It's an exciting time. I don't think anything bad's gonna happen this chapter necessarily. It would be nice if it did, but I think it'd be kind of abrupt if Kaido went, just got up. But I do think in the next 2 chapters or so, we're gonna get an indication that something is gonna continue. Mr. S says, Lord Morge, it's been a while. You're looking a bit less hench, unfortunately. What happened? When did you hit the weights last? Like a while ago. Because I've been having these shoulder issues. It's been a bit. Gigatronma says, do you think Kaido will get back up and absolutely demolish the Flower Capital to see if Luffy actually has what it takes to be Joy Boy? Do I think Kaido will get back up and absolutely demolish Kaido will get back up and absolutely demolish the Flower Capital to see if Luffy actually has what it takes to be Joy Boy? I think it would be great if he did. I think it would be great if he did. We'll have to wait and see. It's just another wait and see. Ninerbot says, Luffy versus Katakuri had better choreography than all the fights in Wano. Probably third after Lucci fight and Sanji versus Jin. Oh, Sanji versus Jin. Funny you're throwing that in. Yeah, I think Luffy versus Katakuri probably had the best choreography out of any One Piece fights. I would agree with that. I think Luffy versus Lucci had the best drama and best finish. Luffy versus Katakuri had the best choreography. Luffy versus Kaido is still being made as we speak. Ivan back from the card shop says, the order for everything was listed in the tweet I linked. If that helps you figure out what you're looking at, I'll try to help too. Thanks, Ivan. Thank you very much. I think I can figure it out, right? I think we can figure this out. This is a pretty... Wait. But this isn't even an attack. This is just a punch that he did against Buggy. Are you including unnamed attacks too? Dude, we can't do... This is insane, Ivan. We can't do unnamed attacks. You did all of his attacks? I meant more like... Did you do all of his attacks or what? I don't think you did all of his attacks. There's no way. That'd be insane. Hold on. All right. Trevor Roberts says, you notice that Kaido's defeat was like his introduction. He jumps from the sky and lands into a giant hole. And when he loses to Luffy, he is getting knocked out of the sky into a giant hole. He got out the first time. That is a good point. That is a good point. Some good points people are making. All right. So. Let me see how many people we've got right now. 516, 581. Should I start? Maybe I'll start. We Can You Weekly. Yeah, Ivan, this is insane. Insane. All right. I think we can just get started. Wait, did I skip somebody? Nope. Not that I ever skip anybody. Okay. I think we can get started. Jose Larry says, just do it and end the stream whenever your shoulder hurts. My shoulder's not hurting now. It's like pretty much fine, but that's mostly because of the muscle relaxants I assume. But it's fine now. It still feels like a little weird. Like, it feels a little weird, and I don't know what happens once the muscle relaxants, once I stop taking those. But at the moment, it's fine. Ivan says, that was the only unnamed attack because it's iconic, and he does it like 3 times. Fair. Makes sense. Pierce Sullivan says, tier list idea for when you're really out of ideas. So after the waifu tier list, do Frankie hairstyle tier list. If we do a Frankie hairstyle tier list, I don't even think who's going to show up to that? Like 3 people? I'm not even going to show up to that. All right, we're going to have to get started a little quicker than usual because it just the way the tier list is right now, right? Like it's too much stuff. We can't dilly-dally. This is insane. How am I still scroll? What is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 11 in a single row. And we have how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 row. Wait, it's just 12 times 11. What is that? 12 times 11, 122. That plus, so we have 125. 135? Am I stupid? No, yeah, you're right, because it's 100, yeah. No. Yeah? Yeah. Math is not my strong suit, but that seems right. No. I think you're wrong on this. I think I'm right. Because 111, no, 110. Yeah, no, you're right. It is 135, right? Because 11 times 10 is 110, plus 22. So then that's 132, plus 3. So that's going to be 135. That's too much. That's the main point. That's too much. All right. This is way too many images. All right, we're going to speedrun this. I'm going to do some simple stuff, okay? Certain things I think won't... Nah. Okay.
Get an Epic Day Pass and save
what is going on?
Lift tickets. Ski or ride 1 to 7 flexible days from $80 a day.
Oh my god, there's an ad playing. Shut up. All right. Dude, I don't know how we do this. This is so difficult. This is intimidating. All right. You know what? Let's just get rolling. Luffy's punch on Bellamy. I think that's an A. All right, let's just do that. How about that? We need a starting point. Luffy's punch on Bellamy, that's A. This one is in B. This is Luffy's original punch on the Lord of the Coast, right? That's a B because it's what do you call? It's just the standard starting thing, right? I think that's right. This one, shotgun. I think this is kind of generic and simple. C. No speedrun. A. Okay. How are we going to do this if we're not going to speedrun it, but at the same time, we're going to get it done in under 2 hours? This is too difficult. Make more tiers. Give me some ideas. What is the best way that we can do this without it taking a year? But also, while giving... You know what? I can't give that sort of responsibility to you guys. You guys will never figure it out. This is my job. I'm the streamer. All right. My judgment is best. Here's how we'll do it. Does everybody agree with these first few placements? If we agree with these first few placements, then I think we can roll, right? Because I think at that point, that means we've got a good framework, right? This was a cool punch. Love it. Great. This started out the series, but nothing's too spectacular or memorable really beyond being, the courtesy of being B tier because it started out the series. That seems right. Shotgun. I don't think this ever hit anybody, and I don't think Luffy ever used this again. Did Luffy ever use Gomu Gomu no Shotgun again? No. I think this was just to show off to Crocodile, hey, I can do cooler things with my Devil Fruit, but it didn't actually do anything. Yes, I think this makes sense. Yes, make more tiers. All right, let's make another tier. I think this is one of those rare times where we need another tier. Normally, we never need another tier. Normally, we have too many tiers. This is too many tiers. This is enough. S, and we need some descriptors. You know what? The letters are good enough. Don't need descriptors in a speedrun. Thomas Kaz says, is the seeking one supposed to be the punch specifically, or does it represent Gomu Gomu no Pistol? These are the type of questions. If it's Gomu Gomu no Pistol, then it's going straight up to A, because it's Gomu Gomu no Pistol. Let's just say it's Gomu Gomu no Pistol. Let's say it's Pistol. All right? Let's do it like that. We're going to do it by once an attack comes up once, that's it. Okay? So, sorry, Ivan, but this is just how we're going to do it. All right? The rule is once the attack comes up once, that's basically it. All right, so we're not going to grade the pistol from this point versus that point, etc. It's just going to be pistol is pistol. Fired Here says, super chat from William Marshall. Who would have the strongest Conqueror's Haki? Naruto, Ichigo, or Goku? Oh, man, that's like hard. I don't know, man. It's hard to... I would say, is this fair? It doesn't really work the same way, but you could argue that, like, all of these series have something similar to Haki. Like, Naruto has chakra, Bleach has Reiatsu, Dragon Ball Z has, I don't know, chi or power levels or something. So, I mean, I know Ichigo doesn't have the highest Reiatsu in his series, but I don't know if that's even how that works. Conqueror's Haki is different. It's based on who you are, your personality, not like a vague concept of power levels. I'm going to pass on that. Supreme Pirate King says, another reason Kaido isn't finished. He mentioned Luffy's use of Conqueror's Haki was clumsy/sloppy, implying he still needs to improve his Conquerors. Agreed? Swizzle says, Naruto, he runs a village. You don't need to run something to have Conqueror's Haki. That's not a prerequisite. Yamato doesn't rule anything. And she had it when she was like 6. Easy Goku. Yeah, maybe Goku. I think Goku's a good shot at it. I think Goku kind of... Goku is the closest sort of character to Luffy out of those 3. So you could say Goku. Chillaxarita says, Ichigo wouldn't even have Conquerors. What the fuck? Some casual Ichigo hate thrown in. Okay, so you know what? Here's how we're going to do this. Let's do it like this. Rank later. Okay? So, how about this? We're going to be ranking his moves. All right? So, his move set. So, things like these two. Can you guys see okay, by the way? You guys can see? Hi, Mr. Mark, says Brett Fairchild. Hey, Brett. These moves, which as far as I know are not like moves, they're just random punches. Some very iconic and special punches, like I'm sure the Celestial Dragon punch is in here somewhere among this sea of 130 images. But we're going to rank those later. We're going to rank his moves. All right, let's do it like that. Josh Strum says doubting himself. Are we talking about Ichigo? Yeah, he does have doubt. Ichigo does have doubt. You know what? Yeah, if we really talk about it, Ichigo gets real in his emotions pretty frequently. Like, a lot of Ichigo stuff is like, man, I don't know if I can do this, guys. Or like, man, things kind of suck right now. And he's like emo Ichigo for a little bit. And then after that, his theme plays. It's like number 1. And he's all back in, he's using his masks and his banka and stuff. Ivan back from the card shop says, besides the first, all these are separate named attacks. The like Jet, separate named attacks. Okay. The Jet and Giants version do have separate spots, though. Great. Thank you for the clarification. From now on, you don't have to super chat these things, Ivan. Just say it in the chat, and I swear I'll notice it. Or people tell me that Ivan said something. Because Ivan made this tier list, so just... we all have to look out for what he's saying and just pay attention to that, okay? Honestly, your guys' job, not mine. Ninerbot says, who is the final boss of Wano? My vote is Weevil. It's an interesting vote. I think you might have just thrown away your vote, but sure. Okay, so these two we'll get to later. Everything else... Wait, but then we need another tier. Did I delete a tier? What even happened here? What did I do? What did you guys do? Add row above, and I'll add another row above. All right. Ah, fuck. Never mind. I fucked up. All right. This will be green. Green. D. I didn't delete a tier. This is just rank later. All right. I figured out the mystery. Ivan said something. All right. This is the kind of back and forth I'm looking at. The Wapple Punch is Bullet. Oh, the Wapple Punch is Bullet. Bullet's a good move. I'll throw Bullet in B. Wait, should Shotgun be in C? Let's figure this out. Let's start with a poll. Shotgun. Whoops. What did I just do? Shotgun. A. B. I'm going to assume no one's voting Shotgun for S. Unless you guys have some weird attachment to this moment for some reason. Matronk says, do we even need a D and C tier? Do we even need you, Matronk, coming in here with such ridiculous ideas? What would we do? It would just be an SAB tier list. That's not a tier list. That's it's just like a good, mid, bad. It's not a tier list. C, solid. All right, good stuff. Now we're rolling. Rifle, I like rifle quite a bit. Let's see rifle. I'll do a poll for rifle. Wait, let me see the specifics of this poll. Yeah, it seems good. I'll do a poll for rifle. We need some polls to start off with to get the temperature, to get the room temperature. Once you know the temperature, like what's a standard, you know, establishing some basic standards. What's the standard for this? What's the standard for this? What's the standard for this? Once we have that down, like we know the standard for A is pistol. We know the standard for B is bullet. We know the standard for C is shotgun. I have no idea what D would be. Probably something so horrendously bad that I literally don't know what D would be. But we'll find it. We'll find ourselves a D. All right. A says A. It seems like it's A. Yeah, it seems like it's A. All bazookas are SSS plus. Bazooka is one of Luffy's. Bazooka is like Luffy's like finisher move that I don't know if rifle makes A, but if you guys say so. Keep in mind, we're not doing the advanced versions of those moves just yet. Advanced versions of the moves come out later. Gerence Rambo says, in your villains analysis, you only talked about Crocboy and Dofi. Why not Lucci or Gecko? Did I only talk about Crocodile? And I thought I talked about a lot of people. I thought I talked about a lot of different villains in that. What are you talking about? I think I covered a good amount of villains. I literally don't remember at this point. And Mehmet said pause. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I heard it as soon as I said it. All right, bazooka, easy. No, but like, look, like bazooka. But see, if bazooka is S, and keep in mind, I have no problems with bazooka being S. It's just like, but then what about like jet gatling? Like, what about like the really, really cool stuff? Like, I guess bazooka is so iconic. And this is another bazooka, so we'll just go here. Bazooka is so iconic that I guess it holds up to like a jet gatling thing. Thomas Kaz says, special request fireworks in S. Is your name Ivan back from the card shop? No? Then no special requests. In fact, fireworks might be one of the D tier ones, to be honest. Gatling is S? No, I don't think Gatling is S. We're keeping the forms separate. Gatling is A. Gatling is a clear A. S is like iconic goosebumps sort of moves. And I guess bazooka isn't that, which is why I have the issue with bazooka being there. Gatling is a B. It's not that cool. Yeah, Gatling is actually kind of just something that Luffy just throws out whenever. All right, we'll see if we want to reform some things as we go. Cannon. This is Gomu Gomu no Cannon. I think it was cool when he first did it, but he's busted it out like two times, I think, right? So I'm going to put this in B. Phantom Greyfire says, warning, spoilers get banned. Are spoilers out already? How's that even possible? Ivan said something? What did Ivan say? Everyone stop what you're doing. Drop what you're doing. Let's all read closely. Ivan said, that's Gomu Gomu Bazooka. Why'd you say Gomu so many times? Gomu Gomu Bazooka. It's only used on waffle. What? That's Gomu 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 Bazooka. Gomu 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 Bazooka. It's only used on Wapple. They are separate attacks for some reason, lol. I don't even understand what that means. You're saying it's Gomu 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 Bazooka. What does that mean? I'm keeping it here. Gum. Okay, he's saying it more often than usual. I see what you're saying there. I'm still going to keep it in a unranked category because I just don't know if that's significant enough for me to definitely be like, hey, that's a different move. Gumma Gumma Rocket. Man, so many of these moves are cool, though. Like Rocket, we all like Rocket. I'm gonna put Rocket in A. Let me see. Like, let me get the. I just want to make sure we're doing things consistently here. Like Rocket, that's an A to me, right? Rocket should be an A. If you guys all vote like C or S for Rocket, I'll be very surprised. Thomas Cass says Jet Gatling in S to set the standard. Yeah, how about we do that? Let's set the standard. Good ideas. So Jet Gatling, we're going to move that all the way up to S. Give a clear standard as to what that means. The Pirate here says, I think Jet Gatling is a tier above every other attack. It sort of owns S tier because I don't even know what other attack can hang with it. That's my thought too. Like, is there anything close to Jet Gatling? Not really, right? Certainly not whatever he used last chapter in 1049. Supreme, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Does it deserve its own tier? Okay, let's say this first. What the hell?
Get an epic day pass and save
I don't want to go skiing. It's summer. Why are there... Yeah, hold on. Everyone, let's look at this ad for a second. It is, right now, May, about to be June. What is going on here? What is this? Why are ski ads coming up right now? What the hell is this? Who is paying for this? Is this like from Colorado or something like that? Okay, see, an Elden Ring ad, I can understand that. Elden Ring ad makes sense. Obviously, you'd play that. But why? What is going on? Why am I getting skiing ads? Huh? William Marshall says throw Jet Bazooka in S tier 2. No. That's not where it belongs. Rocket is A. Agreed. All right. Let me just ask. Okay. Should there be an SS tier for Jet Gatling? Yes. No. Why are things... What is going on? Alright. Gomu Gomu no Headbutt is S tier. I don't know about that. The Partier says, Super Chat from Hamda Jaled. The naming of the attacks proved the fruit always worked based on his imagination. Started as pistol and just got stronger and weirder along with the naming. I mean, yeah, it's always been a fruit that's been very, very open to experimentation and creativity. All right. Looks like I'm making an SS. The people have spoken. What color have I yet to use? Who uses black? How often do you see black as like a tier list thing? Let's see. What? Maybe that's why people don't use. What is going on? All right. What color should this be? If I made it white. Nah, white's kind of lame for SS. All the good colors are taken. All right, good enough. Anas Mehmed says, we need plus and minus tiers. Dude, once you start throwing in plus and minus tiers into tier lists, it just gets so complicated. It gets so complicated. Sean Easton says, I live in Colorado. Resorts have snow. Storm in S? Oh, Storm in S. Yeah, I agree. Let's go ahead and put Storm in S. I don't want to jump ahead too much. That ruins some of the fun of it. But Storm will be an S for sure. Nanobot says, once Luffy finds his fruit, isn't the Gomu Gomu no Mi... Finds his fruit, isn't the Gomu Gomu no Mi anymore? Is he going to change the name of his attacks to Nika Nika? No, I definitely don't think so. Also, it's so funny that Luffy's Luffy, so he's just taking what just happened totally in stride. He's not thinking about it at all. He's just like, man, I feel good right now. I can do all these crazy things. Big the Boss says, Moji-kun, can I Gomu Gomu no love pump you tonight? Moving on. Gun Varro says, picks are small. You mind showing them clearly before ranking? I will make an effort to do that. Thank you for letting me know. This is about the most I can zoom in. Whoops. Yeah, like this is pretty much. I mean, if I... No, I can zoom in more. My bad. This is kind of what we're looking at, though. So this is the one that he used on Wapple, Bowgun, I'm pretty sure. Rajesh Narayan. Rajesh, you should not be here. Go work on the thing that I asked you to work on. What are you doing here? Gomu Gomu no Dameda. Gomu Gomu no Jet Human Shield. Gomu Gomu no Baku Baku. GG. I'm ignoring the rest of your comment. Go work on the thing I told you to work on. Grizzly Adams says Storm against Crocodile is SS because of how they did it in the anime. Yeah, the anime elevated Jet Gatling and Storm really, really high. The music, okay, so the music for Gomu Gomu no Storm is so absurdly good. I actually just I play that OST. It's like Dvorak's Fourth or some shit like that. I play that on its own on a regular basis because it's just so exciting. And the memories that are coming in is of Luffy defeating Crocodile when I play that music. So it's just really fun to listen to on its own. And Jet Gatling, that's just really, really good because of the way that they did all of the flashbacks, the beats, the pacing of it, the scene direction. Like, they're really good for different reasons. I still think Jet Gatling has a stronger place in my heart. I think Gomu Gomu no Storm is really, really... A lot of it's the music that really helps. But it's still a really cool moment. And both of them are really great in the manga as well. Manga, whatever. Alright, please make the panel bigger. It's not visible. You guys can see it now, right? Ivan said something. Ivan said, gag attacks are all separate at the end for anyone waiting for them. I did not forget. I gotcha. Good stuff. Very professional. Can you guys see this? You guys can see this, right? More listen to Rajesh, says Joe Mama. Listen, no, you guys don't know. You guys don't know. It's a serious project that I asked him to work on. And he's paid too, all right? He's being paid to do this project, all right? He's not a random innocent donator, okay? there are things that he's supposed to be doing right now. You don't have to zoom in, but tell us who he does the attack against. He's doing Bowgun against Wapple. I think this is an easy D, right? Like, what else are we going to put in D if we don't put this in D? Right? Is this a fair D? Can I put Bowgun in D? I'll do a poll for Bowgun. Rahul Sharma says, just why can't you get the panel right like other streamers? What? Do other streamers do a tier list like this? I don't think so. Rajesh says, it's still a legit question. Wait, I don't think anyone's putting in that yet. A, B, C, D. Gunverl says, tell us what the attack actually is instead of who against. Okay, if I have to explain what the attack is, then doesn't that mean it's not a particularly memorable attack? Okay, everyone agrees it's D. Bowgun is when, like, Luffy grabs Wapple. So Wapple is defeated because Wapple gets stuck at the top of, like, Luffy. What does he do exactly? He bowguns him basically into the hole at the top of the tower. So, like, Wapple's sticking out like he's a chimney, basically. And Luffy comes around. He walks up the side of the tower. And then he bazookas him away. Right? So Bowgun was the attack that he used to initially get Wapple trapped there. Which just says real scrub hours. Thanks. Ivan says, personally I'd swap shotgun and Bowgun. Shotgun is lame as fuck. At least Bowgun worked. That is a good point. At least Bowgun worked. And Ivan did make this tier list. Alright, Ivan. You get... But that's... Okay. I can move shotgun down to D. How about that? But otherwise, I think Bowgun, no matter how you spin it, is a D tier attack. Because, like, let me know if this is good enough. Rajesh says he skipped mine and you're going to let it slide. Let it slide. Let it slide. This one is sliding out of the, straight out of the stream. Pirate Heroes, a super chat from Tyson Hoffman says, Mort, you made a video on how the beast pirates will get back up. Do you still believe that? Also, how do you think Kaido's backstory will go from here? I do think the Beast Pirates will get back up. I do think it would require Kaido some sort of a trigger for their awakening. I still believe they have awakenings just because literally... why is this poll still going? Because the Impel Down card said... There's other reasons. Obviously, you can watch the video. Also, how do you think Kaido's backstory will go from here? I hope Kaido's backstory elaborates on a few things. Why he's in Wano, why he enslaved the people of Wano, why he stopped believing he was a Joy Boy, where he got this information from in the first place. If none of that has to do with like rocks or anything like that, no worries. But I am interested in the Kaido specific things. So what are the specific aspects of his motivations that we still have yet to uncover? Baptron says, Luffy defo has a constant stretch that plagues his friends and enemies. Luffy definitely has a constant stench that plagues his friends and enemies. Is that here, Mr. Mech? I don't think that that's included here. Young Doka says, raid fails and they escape to Zou. Zunisha tells Luffy his real fruit and Act 4 Gear 5th attack naming is Nika. Raid fails, they escape to Zou. Zunisha tells Luffy his real fruit and Act 4 Gear 5th attack naming is Nika, and everything else stays the same. I don't know if Luffy's ever going to change from calling it Gomu Gomu. I don't know if he's going to do that. But yeah, Zunisha is an escape option. William Marshall says, who is the most underrated One Piece villain and why is it Lucci? These ads are going to make me go insane. Where is it this time? Where is it? I don't even see it. Is it in the other tab? I don't even know where that ad came from. You guys heard it, right? Did you guys hear it? I think it was hard not to hear. I guess we'll just deal with that. Thomas Cass says, Golden Rifle, at least S due to the bell. There's an argument. So Jet Gatling's supposed to be up here. The question that was asked was, who's the most underrated One Piece villain and why? It's hard, because it's like, I feel like most One Piece villains are accurately rated. Like, we know who the good ones are. Like there are ones that I'm like, I mean, Doflamingo, Crocodile, we know the good ones, right? Then you're like, yeah, sometimes you're like, yeah, well, Lucci was a pretty great villain too. And like, it's like, yeah, he was a great villain. It's like, but would you put him above Doflamingo and Crocodile? I probably wouldn't. So there's a lot of One Piece villains I'm like, yeah, these guys are really good, but I still think they're like accurately judged, if that makes sense, by the community. Like, I think there's very few people who are like, I think NL is the best One Piece villain. There's a lot of people who might be like, NL is like a better villain than expected, but like, you know, not than expected, but like a better villain than people give him credit for. But I don't know if like there's a good case for NL is like the best villain in the series or something like that, or Moria is the best villain in the series. I guess I'll say Moria. Moria's a cool villain. He's cool for what he is. Rajesh says, Morge acting more like the Marines day by day. All right, what was your question, Rajesh? Just type it in again. I'll answer it next time. You don't have to super. Let's get it over with. Baptron says, have you talked about Eye Patch Luffy? No, but I don't think I need to, because there are already Reddit posts way more detailed than anything that I have to make a case for it. Talking about that. There's some really interesting arguments for Luffy being the Eye Patch character. You're lost, bro. Thank you. You're lost, bro. Ironically, just donated $2 with nothing, so it is his loss. You don't want to follow up with a question? I think the tier list right now, the fact that it lacks a C, that's rubbing me the wrong way. Okay, I think this is easy, right? I think Whip can go in C, and that fulfills the need for a C, right? But at the same time, B, this is so difficult. What if we have too many tiers? Do we have too many tiers right now? Because we could do something like S is great, like best moves in the series, right? That's S. A is great, iconic, cool moves. B would just be standard, kind of forgettable, so I can throw Whip in there. Not forgettable, but nothing super special. And then D is bad. How about that? Do people like that? Brian Gilligan says more ZKK will happen. I don't care about ZKK. I have my own stuff to worry about. I care about the raid failing. If ZKK happens, let it happen. Rajesh says, Rajesh Narayan, $5. Gomu Gomu no Dameda. Gomu Gomu no Jet Human Shield. Gomu Gomu no Baku Baku. Gomu Gomu no Ikebana. Where are Luffy's true best moves? Come on, Morch. Take it up with Ivan. That was actually a good point. There are things missing. Ivan, it's questionable. Rajesh says, I emailed you back, G. The project's looking good. Oh, thanks, man. I haven't checked emails recently, so I'll take a look today. Good to know. Where are we at? Okay. Scythe. How about, like, This is too hard. Keep the tier list the same. The tiers are fine. Then where the fuck do I put this then, huh? If the tier list is so fine and so perfect, then where do I put this one? Huh? Sickle, he says in the Viz translation, but I'm pretty sure I remember it's Scythe. Wait, no, this is Scythe? This is Giant Scythe. It's the same thing. Goma Goma no Scythe and Giant Scythe, same thing. Where are we putting this? Look at this. Is this a C? Is it a D? What do we do? Oh, Ivan says, I told you earlier all the gag moves are at the end. If it's on the wiki, it's on here. We will stop questioning Ivan. That wasn't me. That was Rajesh. Take it up with him. Scythe. Where the fuck do we put this, huh? Waiting for the votes to accumulate. All right, D. Cool. So why is that D? Why is that D? But then the ads are following me now? Can I report this? What happens if I report the ad? The ad played sound. It definitely did. This report will help them improve their ad quality. It's still here. Why is it still here? No. Why is this thing? Has this thing always been following us? Am I crazy? This wasn't following us on the screen up till now. Why is this? You guys see what I'm talking about, right? This thing at the top. Why is this following us down? It makes scrolling really weird. If I refresh this page, will everything we ranked go away? Can someone confirm or deny? Kal-El Sparta says, do you think if we will see multiple forms of Luffy Gear 5th, aka Sun God Nika? I think it is very possible, very, very possible that the form that we saw just now with the white hair is what we would see if the sun is not out, whereas we will see maybe even a golden version when the sun is out, and maybe it's stronger at that point. Drusser says, Morge, where the fuck is your ad blocker? So again, this is a new computer. I don't have ad blocker on here. I could get it, but I feel like this shouldn't even be an issue in the first place. Why is this fall? Okay. All right. Should I refresh the page? Everyone take a mental snapshot of where everything is. I feel like it'll still be in the same place if I refresh. There we go. All right. That's enough. Well, this isn't really playing anything. It's okay. You know what? It's fine if this is here. I'll report this ad too. I think this is malware. I'll report anything that comes my way. Just install ad blocker. Guess I could do that. This doesn't look like the other ad blocker. The honor system. Nah, I don't know about that. Wait, did I do it? Do I have the ad blocker? Where's extensions? Part here says, who in real life would have Conquerors hockey? My vote is LeBron James. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I think LeBron would. I like to think so. I'm seeing if I miss anything. Yeah, I think we could see a sun mode and a day mode. I think it was, or sorry, sun mode and a night mode. I think it was very, what do you call? Adblocker Plus is what I think I have on the other thing. Maybe I'll get that. Yeah, I have this one. This is the one that I have. Get Adblock Plus for Chrome. Add to Chrome. Add extension. All right. I'm doing it. Okay. I did it. I did it, right? We're done? Why'd it go away? What? Oh, no, it's still there, right? Okay. So we're good. Do I have to turn it on? Does it have to be turned on? Look at how many ad blocks I have. There's no way I get a single ad at this point. This thing doesn't go away. Adblock Plus is what I have on my PC too. It's awesome. Drusser says, Mort, stop using shitty pseudo malware ad blockers and use the one true ad blocker on uBlock Origin. I don't know what that means. You sound like a uBlock Origin shill. Light mode and dark mode, says Vusander Calamity. Yeah, so guys, you remember how when Luffy first got Gear 5th and he first started transforming, right? When he first started transforming, when we first saw his transformation, everybody put out fan art of him being golden and all of that stuff, right? Everyone had this golden fan art of Luffy. Then he turned out to have white hair. I think it's very possible that he has a golden transformation, and that's just something that we'll see when it's daytime, because it is the sun god, right? So maybe it's something a little bit more. Anon says this topic could get into political cringe. How? We're just talking about ad block. All right, we're going to leave this stuff alone. I have ad block now. That thing has stopped scrolling with us, so we fixed the stream. Let's move on. What did you guys vote for this? You voted D? All right, D. Giant Scythe, I'm going to assume that's the same thing. D. Stamp is cool. I like Stamp. Stamp has had some good moments. I'm putting Stamp in B. I think that's fair. Stamp Gatling, it made for a cool moment. I'm going to put that in B too. Made for a cool moment. Kecker's boy says, really doubting gold hair form doesn't seem like Oda. It's just a thought. It's just a thought. I think it's very possible that there will be something more we get out of the Sun God Nika transformation during the actual daytime. I think that's very possible. Obviously, it doesn't have to be the case because the current form is already crazy enough as is. But it's interesting, like the sun didn't come out or dawn didn't come out at any point during the Kaido fight. Okay, so Luffy's Spear. Spear, I think that's another solid B. You guys agreeing with these B placements? I don't really know. Okay, so Bullet is in B. Cannon is in B. Stamp is in B. Spear is in B. Stamp Gatling is in B. What the hell goes in C? This is too difficult. I think for the moment, this goes into A. Axes, I think, is an A, in my opinion. Oh, the Conqueror's Hockey Talk. That got political, says Inon. I don't know about that. The part here says, what even is Spear? Spear is this. Spear is, he shoots at both of his legs and hits the opponent. Pretty much, pretty straightforward. Okay, we're done. No more talk about the ad block. I fixed it. I solved it. We are where we are with the ad block. This, I don't even know what to say about this. I'm going to put this in D. This is just Luffy shooting his leg up during Eni's lobby raid. This is the tier that nobody asked for. Feet are gross, says Matt. Kick attacks belong in D, and so does Sanji. Okay. But you think C is good? Spear is good for C? All right, so explain to me this. Why should C have Spear, but B should not have Spear? When why is Stamp in B, but Spear would be in C? How does this make any sense? Spear is C? Okay. Spear is C. This is what he did to Richie. Right? The lion. Never used it again. I'm going to put that in D. Luffy has too many moves. There's just too many moves. This is unknown. I'm going to put it in unranked. Okay. Let's start talking about some harder to figure out ones. How about Gomu Gomu no Bell? Gomu Gomu Bell, Ivan says, finally home, so should be easier to chat. If you need further assistance, I can also join a voice chat. Some of this is obscure. That D tier is called Volcano, BTW. This is called Volcano. Oh, the foot coming up. Okay, what about Gomu Gomu Bell? What tier does this go into? You say Bell is S? Bell is A? Insta A? Bell would go to A? You guys like Bell that much? It was a good finisher move. I think B's taking it, though. I'm surprised you guys like Bell. All right. Okay. Makes sense. Buzzsaw. Uses it once. Like, the category of things that he uses once, I'm going to go ahead and put Buzzsaw in C. Uses it once, nothing crazy, nothing super iconic. Okay, Pinwheel. Gomu Gomu Pinwheel. I think Gomu Gomu Pinwheel. So this is what we're looking at right now. What Luffy did to Momu at the start of the Arlong Park fight. What Luffy did to Momu, in my opinion, that's... I'll save my thoughts on it. But I'm a big fan of Pinwheel. Because the way the attack starts is literally like... Luffy looking at Gen's hat, and he's just thinking to himself about Gen's hat, and he's like, I have an idea. And just off of that, he comes up with this stupidly destructive attack that ruins everything. It does cause them some progress, I guess, in the fight, but at the same time, the move is actually so bad. Gomu Gomu Pinwheel is so bad because it, on the one hand, it does get Momu out of the way, and it does, I think, eliminate a lot of the Arlong Park pirates. But on the other hand, this move, so let's not forget, Gomu Gomu no Pinwheel was the cause of 80% of the struggle that the Straw Hats went through during Arlong Park. 80% of the difficulty of that fight was because Luffy used this move. Why? Because Luffy stuck his feet deep into the ground initially so that he could brace himself to do the pinwheel move, right? And because he stuck his feet into the ground, it made it very easy for Arlong to then pick him up and throw him into the water, where he was then sank like a rock because he literally was attached to a giant piece of rock around his feet. And he just stayed there for the next, 20 chapters or dozen chapters or whatever, while the rest of the Straw Hats fought for their lives. And they had to do this whole complicated plan just to free Luffy from the prison of his own idiocy. They had to travel, they had to go underwater, pull his head out, drag his head to the surface so that he could breathe air while they pumped the water out of him. Then Sanji had to go underwater to try and save him, and then Hachi came to try and get him, and then Sanji went through hell with Kurobe, back and forth with Kurobe bullying him underwater while Sanji's trying to save Luffy. And then after Kurobe goes out of the way, then Sanji goes in again, Hachi comes after him, Nojiko nearly dies because she has to get in the way to save Luffy from Hachi's attack. Just a whole bunch of things happen before they're finally able to get him back. Zoro and Sanji get fucked up by Arlong for 10 minutes because Luffy's still stuck underwater. This move, it's probably caused the most trouble out of any single move in Luffy's arsenal. Okay, so it's landed at A. Seems about right. Yeah, Sanji almost died. Zoro almost died because he's upstairs fighting Arlong while Sanji was almost dying downstairs. It was a whole thing. This one gag basically created the entire source of conflict for the remainder of the fight with the Fisherman Pirates. Hanabi. I think Hanabi's cool because even though it's only used a couple times or whatever, there's also a golden version of it, which is more impressive. But even though Luffy did this only really once, maybe twice or something like that, it's a cool move. I would put it in I'll put it in C. I'll put it in C. Oh, all right. No, wait, where's Gomu Gomu Bon? Where's the dumbass version? Where's the dumbass thing? Ivan says, missed my message. Let me see. What did Ivan say? The one you could not identify as Mallet. Think he does from inside the net against Krieg. Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I'm comfortable leaving it where it's at. Well, not in unranked, but I thought I'd put it in D. All right, we'll keep it there. Keep it there. All right. Octopus. This is what he does right before he goes up against, right before he gets NL with this move, basically. So it's pretty straightforward in the order of things. Not much to say on that. I think that's another D. This is also Hanabi, though. This is also Fireworks. It's the same move. It's the same move, so it'll go ahead and unranked. Joe Mama says, how does no one in 800 people watching want to play Fortnite right now? Stop trying to recruit people to play Fortnite. Nobody wants to play Fortnite. Rahul Sharma says, Joe Mama, you can and go play Fortnite if you want to. Stop trying to steal people from the stream to go play Fortnite with you. Can't you play Fortnite by yourself? I've only played Fortnite a couple times, and each time I play it, you just go in by yourself and just shoot people. Why do you need other people to play Fortnite? Snake Shot. I think another solid D. Luffy, I think the D tier will be kind of high because there's a lot of moves Luffy kind of just uses like once and then never thinks about it again. This is Storm. Still going unranked because it's a repeat. Okay, Gomu Gomu no Storm. I'm going to tentatively put it in S. Now, the debate is, does it go into SS or S? It's called Octopus Hanabi because of Octopus he did right before the... Okay, I see. I'll leave it in the same tier then, though. Where did I end up putting it? We're going to say it's also C. Isaac says, Morge Fortnite Discord server when? I think never. So, let's rate this one. Storm. You know what's cool about Luffy's moves is that, like, a lot of them... How do I say this? So, like, with Gomu Gomu Storm, right? The first time he did it, it was against Crocodile. Really big, really epic. Then the next time he did it was at any lobby where he's just taking out some fodder. So lots of times Luffy will have, like, these really, really special, iconic, huge moves. No, that's not true. He did it against Aokiji and it didn't work. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, over time, it just becomes just, like, kind of a random thing he'll do that's not as big of a deal. Same thing happened with Jet Gatling. Storm S seems good. Like, Luffy did Jet Gatling, I think, obviously against Lucci, and that was a huge deal. Oh, wait, I forgot. Is it an SS or S? That's the real question. SS or S? It's obviously not going below S. Oh, it's called Rain? I remember from the anime they called it Storm again, but that might just be an anime thing. I'm putting that in D. I think D is going to have a lot of this type of shit. Dude, this is too much. I'm putting these in D also. Luffy has one. Okay, look at this. Okay. So, the progression of moves here. Luffy, One Piece has by far, from my experience, by far, outside of maybe like Pokemon, the most named moves, period. Like, they will name anything in One Piece. Look at this. So, Luffy says Gomu Gomu Shield. So that's one move, which is just stretching his fingers. All right? Then he has Gomu Gomu Finger Net, which is just stretching the fingers further. This is a direct follow-up to Shield. You don't need to announce just the stretching of the fingers and then the stretching of the fingers even further. It's like, it's the same thing. You don't need to name this as two separate attacks. But it's One Piece, so every single thing gets named. And this goes straight into D. And I'm just not going to rank. I'll put it in D too. You guys think? Okay, so this is pretty tight. All right, the votes will be finalized in the next 5 seconds for Storm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's going to SS with a 51%. That's actually a very, very tight vote. Every vote counts. So if you withheld your vote right there, you're the reason that we have this weird set of SS and S with just like 3 things split between them. King Zebek says Luffy was emitting intense heat when he punched Kaido. King of Lightning spoke about it on his videos. What's your take? I gotta watch it again, but I think part of it might... I don't know if Luffy was emitting the... Watch it again. I gotta read it again. I don't know if Luffy was emitting intense heat or if it was just... The Clash inherently had a lot of heat coming out of it because Kaido is in, burning dragon form or whatever. The part here says, Super Chat from Joey Jojo. Haven't seen you in a bit. People saying Luffy being unable to turn off his rubber body even though he's a zone type doesn't make any sense. Look, Oda kind of like, he plays it a little... Wait, continued from Joey Jojo. Should remember that Kaido can't turn off his toughness from his dragon fruit either. Yeah, it's also just like, Oda kind of plays it a little loose with like, with these sort of things. Like, I think he just prefer, like, if... I think he's not as strict in terms of like how the devil fruit affects your normal stuff. For example, Luffy can still stretch underwater, right? Luffy can still stretch underwater. We saw that with like literally what we were talking about earlier with when he was stuck in underwater during Arlong Park and he had to be pulled out of it, right? Like they had to stretch his neck out of it so that he could get air and stuff like that. It's not like there's some level of inconsistency there, I guess, because it's also like, okay, well, why does that happen? But then if you feed a zombie, like if a zombie drinks some seawater or whatever, or salt or whatever, then suddenly they're purified. There's certain things that are, you know, I don't know. Felipe Rodriguez says, what's the first move on SS? Oh, that's Jet Gatling Gun. Jet Gatling Gun, obvious, clear SS, no question about it. All right. Balloon Fusen is iconic. Goes straight to A in my opinion. No questions about that. Gear second. We're not going to rank forms. This isn't a move, so I'm going to leave this also an unranked. Okay, now we're at the jet stuff. Okay, so I think we got everything that is normal Luffy out of the way. Now we're at the jet stuff. Pirate here says, Jet Gatling SS Storm S, please. Look, the people voted. It was a 51-49 split. I can't do anything about that. I could run the polls again, and I could keep running them till eventually the SS side loses, and I have valid reason to move it down to S, but that wouldn't be too fair. Balloon is S, agreed. All right. Jet Pistol. I'm interested to see how you guys rate this one. Because I think that Loki, one of the coolest moments in all of One Piece was that first Jet Pistol. Especially the way the anime did it. Because the way the anime did it was so cool. It was like... So he takes his time setting up, doing the pose and everything like that. We've never seen this pose before, so it just looks inherently really cool. Yeah, S, agreed, easy. Yeah, so the pose looks really cool, right? Because we're like, what the hell is Luffy going to do? And the animation for it just... I still remember, and I've seen it multiple times at this point, because Luffy versus Balloon is just fun to go watch. Like, he does the move, and then it does 2 rings of circles going in a different direction. So like there's circles going, like circles of smoke or steam or whatever going in front of him, but also radiating from around his feet. So it's just like a cool little visual for some reason. I don't know. It's just one of the most surprising moments that we've ever had in the story, I think, entirely. Gogan's Toast says, more, do you really need to up your tier list ideas game? Yeah, I'm thinking... Okay, I'm going to end this poll. Easy S. This tier list, it's quite a monster. I think in general, I'm going to try and do something that's not a tier list next time. During break weeks, I want to do something that's not a tier list. We do also have the color spread tier list, which I really, really do want to do. But that's like... I wouldn't do that on a Monday. I would take like a full day to do a big tier list on something like that. So we do have like a color spread tier list coming up. But I do think that... In general, I want to do more fun stuff, I think, on Monday stream days when there's no chapter. I just default to tier list because that's the go-to. But this will probably be the last tier list for a bit, besides the color spreads. And then next time, we'll probably... Here's what I enjoyed last time. Wait, let me do a poll. Break week streams. Tier list. React to things. What we did that other time was reacting to a video, which I thoroughly enjoyed doing, even though I thought I wouldn't enjoy doing React videos. So I could become a React streamer on break weeks, or I should have added other as an option. React to things easily wins. Yeah, go figure. I put Jet Pistol in the wrong tier. What did I put it in? Oh, my bad. My bad. Holy crap, there's still so many left. All right, we're going to go speed mode now. Jet twin pistol, cool, but not really like, you know, it's kind of just, it is what it is. I'll put it in B. Yeah, we're going to speed through the next several. Jet bullet, literally the exact same thing. I'm going to put that in B. They're jet, so they're just inherently cooler. Jet bazooka. How do you guys feel about jet bazooka? I don't think it's an SS. I'm not going to give that option. React to One Piece movies, says CC Repalani. That's like a whole... So, when I'm on YouTube, the things I can react to and not get copyright struck, it gets limited kind of hard. So something like that, that's a hard call. S, Jet Bazooka, seems right. I don't think I could react to like a full One Piece movie. That's why I did it on Twitch last time. But if I do it on Twitch, that's not like a long-term... I don't want to consistently stream on Twitch. Standard jet attacks, so jet stamp. I'm just gonna put it in B. I think jet stamp is actually less cool than normal stamp. Normal stamp, I don't know, it comes out sometimes that are cool. Jet spear, may as well be a C. Luffy has too many moves. I don't know what this one is. I don't even know. He does this move against... I'm just gonna put it in D because we don't even know what it is. Ivan back from the card shop says that was Soru in unranked. I'm not going to count Soru as a move necessarily. Eisen Garcia says Jet Bazooka literally makes no sense. It's actually Rocket, LMAO. No, because we saw Jet Rocket and it's something different. This is Jet Rocket. Jet Rocket, I don't know. Thomas Gass says, react to your 3+-year-old vids. No, I can't do that. I don't want to do that. That's a little questionable. I don't want to watch old Morge videos. We'll figure out what to react to afterwards. Bushido Possum says, react to random videos while we talk One Piece. That seems like the right idea. I think that's the direction. Jet Rocket says, sorry, I'm in the habit of reading out people's comments. Jet Rocket, I'm just going to go ahead and put it in C. No real reason. Silence says, where was Ogun Rifle on the list? Yeah, I'm a little surprised about that too. There was no gold moves, but I'm guessing that they're further down. Jet Whip. Jet Whip, Jet Hammer. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to put these other jet moves very quickly into B or C arbitrarily. And then we'll see what makes sense. I think I got it right so far. I think this generally seems right. Cannon, stamp Gatling. Yeah. I think this seems right. All right. On to gear third. 8Baller10 says old Morge videos equals cringe. Yeah, I think I can't watch old Morge videos. I don't think I can watch old Morge videos. Thomas Gass says search the One Piece subreddit by controversial. No, I can't. I can't go be reading a bunch of stuff about people saying, wait, Dish Dryer says, is your shoulder feeling bad still, Morge? Dish Dryer, thank you for asking. So at the beginning of the stream, nobody asked me how my shoulder was doing. Kernerb says reacting your old self is always going to be cringe. Yeah, I agree. I just can't do it. Even watching like from a year ago, I'm like, I don't want to see that. Like, it's weird to me that like the Whole Cake Island video I have is the most watched video I've ever put out, because to me, I'm like, I can't go back and watch that. I don't think that's that good in hindsight at this point. Shoulder is fine for the most part. I went to a doctor, orthopedic, who sent me to a physical therapist. I got muscle relaxants, went to physical therapy today. It's mostly fine. I didn't have anything actually bad. It was more just I'd strained my trap in my neck basically a little bit. And if I do certain things, I'll be okay. Ivan back from the card shop says missed messages. Let's take a look. Situational techniques are at the end. I'm gonna leave this unranked because this is just turning into the form. Jet Shell. How do you guys feel about Jet Shell? So Jet Shell was the finisher he used against Moria. And I think a lot of us at the time thought that this was going to be like a new, what do you call? A new wave for Luffy, or this was the future for Luffy, combining gears. Jet Shell was the first time that Luffy combined gears, and I think many people at that point in time were like, okay, so this is how he's going to be fighting going forward. He's got gear second, he's got gear third. Pretty soon he'll keep mixing them together. Jet Shell is strangely the only time that Luffy used gear second and gear third in conjunction, at least pre-time skip. Which is kind of, yeah, just kind of funny. Like, he just didn't do that again. The one true edgelord says, debunk your old videos and start beef with yourself. Ivan says, OCD being triggered. Jet Shell is supposed to be at the end of gear third. Shake my head. Don't worry about it. It's like, it's kind of where it should be. It's like in between second and third. Really, it should be at the end. Okay, so I'm going to say it rounds up to A. No, wait, does that even make sense? I guess B takes it. Jet Shell and B? You guys don't like Jet Shell? Okay. I thought it was cool, kind of, for its time. For its time, it was cool just to see the combination of moves. I think it should make A, in my opinion. Giganto Pistol. What do you think about Giant Pistol? Because this versus a Jet Pistol, I think they're both really cool in their own right. Like like Jet Pistol was a cooler moment, but the image of Luffy's just giant arm punching Lucci through the tower, just straight demolishing one tower, is also really, really, really memorable in its own right. A, all right, seems like A just takes it. Yeah, I guess it's not as surprising as it can't be quite as good as Jet Pistol, but it's there. Giant Rifle, I'm gonna go ahead and rank that one. I think that's a solid B. Finishes the Pacifista with it. Giant Bazooka. Uses Giant Bazooka to finish ores. A lot of people have it in S, but it seems like the overall it averages out to about A. Makes sense. I'm gonna put an A as well. Yeah, I think gear third just never, like, gear second is just inherently cooler than gear third for the most part. Goma Goma Rocket, Giant Rocket, I think that's a C. Whip, Stamp. Stamp was cool because he he used that against Magellan. I'm going to go ahead and put Stamp in B, Giant Stamp in B, just because it was a good way to finish that arc. Giant Axe, yeah, it's just the giant moves, let's get him out of the way, we'll put him in C. Giant Fu, this is just gear third Fusen, put in D. Hawk Whip, okay, so now we're at post-time skip. A lot of it's going to be repeat, sort of. But Hawk Whip, I'm going to go ahead and put that in, I don't know, C. Seems like Hawk Stamp. I'll put that in D. Why did I put that in D and the other one in C? I don't know. Elephant Gun. All right, how do we feel about Elephant Gun? Elephant Gun was Luffy's first real post-time skip move, right? Elephant Gun. Because what he used first was against the Pacifistas, which was just a normal Jet Pistol. We've seen that before. Elephant Gun was first time Luffy being like, all right, this is what I do now. This is the hockey stuff that I've been working on. We got some new moves in the arsenal. Oh, you guys really like that one. Okay. Elephant Gun in S? Makes sense. I don't think it's all that cool. I would have given it a solid A, but I could see the argument for S. I see it. Okay, this was cool. It says Elephant Gun here, but I'm pretty sure this was something else, like Thor something. You've already blocked 138 ads. Okay. Yeah, the move that he used to finish off Chinjiao. Yeah, I agree, Vinicius. Vinicius says, to be honest, I think most of the post-time moves that are enhanced versions of the normal ones are kind of meh. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and rank quickly. Thor, I'll put in B. I think Thor was kind of cool. And this, not good enough to rank. This is Bullet. I'm going to go let's put this in D. Hawk Gatling, I thought was cool. I'm going to put that in B. It's just hard at this point. There's so many moves. How do you even evaluate all of these? Like, at this point, I'm just going off of, like, does it stand out in any way? Okay, how about Red Hawk? Red Hawk. That's the thing. One Piece just has so many different attacks that are usually small variations of other stuff. I think Sanji might have more named attacks than Luffy does. Because Sanji just names anything. Whoa! People like Red Hawk that much? Okay, then hold on. Let me do something else. Hold on. I don't know you guys like Red Hawk that much. I mean, Red Hawk's cool. But is it like that? I don't know if Red Hawk's SS. Like, you guys think Red Hawk is better than... Oh, no, I mean, I could definitely see it being SS. I could see it. It's... All right, Red Hawk SS. Up it goes. Makes sense. I think looking at it now, I would split the tier list into kind of... I think we have a few too many tiers. Or at least one extra tier. Because I don't see a big difference between B and C. D, I know, is just basically lame. D is just like whatever. B and C, it's hard to differentiate. A, S, 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 those things make sense. The anime hyped it up for us. Okay, I could see it. Hawk Rifle, Hawk Rifle kind of cool. I'll put it in... Now let's put it in C. Now we're truly in speedrun mode. Jet Bazooka or Hawk Bazooka... Let's put it in C. At this point, if it doesn't stand out in some way... Hawk Gatling again. I thought we did this one. Putting it unranked. Grizzly Magnum. Okay, Grizzly Magnum, how about that? Red Hawk is just Jet Bullet with hockey. Yeah, I kind of agree. Grizzly Magnum is one of the few Gear 3rd post-time skip attacks that stand out to me. Also, how do you guys feel about the way Luffy's attack naming changed post-time skip? It's been a while, but I still don't know how I feel about all of the Elephant, Grizzly, Hawk, etc. You know. A? Alright, I can do A. Elephant Gatling, I'm just going to put that in A. Okay, here's what we're going to have to do. Because this is just too many. Here's what we're going to have to do realistically. We're going to have to pick the best moves Luffy has so far. I'm going to run through the moves. You guys tell me the moves that stand out as we're going through them. And those are the moves that we're going to sort out as like Luffy's top 10 or something like that. And then at the end of the stream, we're basically going to compile what his 10 best moves throughout the series are. I think that's the best way to do it. Because I'm not ranking Luffy just punching this tree. At this point, it's just getting ridiculous. I'm not ranking Luffy dodging this move. I'm not ranking new Gomu Gomu Fusen. I'm not ranking Luffy dodging moves and stuff like that. This is getting out of hand. Severely out of hand. So that's what we're going to do. Red Rock. I think that makes the cut, right? Red Rock makes the cut. All right. So I'm actually going to add another tier below. And this is going to be best moves candidates. So we've got everything that we talked about above in S, SS, A. We got those in mind. Eatum says, hey, how's your shoulder? Shoulder is better for the most part. Thank you very, very much. I think I can go back to like exercising and stuff tomorrow. These are the type of questions I want to see. Ivan says, that was supposed to be stand-ins for each stage of hockey, so emission, future sight, etc. We can't do each one at this point, though. It's just too much. All right, so Red Rock definitely makes it, right? Red Rock makes it. Random punches don't make it. This doesn't make it. Doesn't make it. Doesn't make it. Gear 5th not making it. I don't think Reiner Schneider is there. I don't think Colvern is there. Kong Gatling. Okay, how do you guys feel? Okay. Do these make the list of best moves? That's what we're going to be trying to ask here. Does Kong Gatling make it there? It's Kong Gatling. You know what? The fact that I even have to ask means it's no. How about Leo Bazooka? Actually, that goes against the logic that I just laid out, but who cares? Leo Bazooka, does it make one of the best moves? King Kong Gun definitely makes it, right? King Kong Gun, no question. No question. You know what I realized? So when Luffy first broke out Gear 4th, I think that it was very impressive and everything like that, and Kong Gun was cool, but when he used Kong Gun, I was like, you know, this isn't as memorable or as quite as cool as when Luffy first busted out Gear 2nd and used Jet Pistol. This initial Kong Gun is not quite as cool as the first Jet Pistol. It just isn't. But it was, I guess how memorable Gear 2nd was from its like initial few moments, few attacks and everything like that. Whereas with Gear 4th, I think the moment that really blew people away with Gear 4th was this King Kong Gun, right? So like, yeah, the initial introduction of Gear 2nd, I think those moves were cooler. Gear 4th obviously still really impressive, but like the big thing that like wowed me with Gear 4th was when he pulled out the big gun, which was King Kong Gun. At that point I was just like, damn. Leo Bazooka, yes, nah, I'm gonna leave it out. The fact that it's even somewhere in the middle means it's a no. All right, Gear 5th stuff, we'll get to that shortly. Gear 4th, I don't think Gear 4th canon, We got to put in King Cobra, right? All right, so King Cobra definitely makes it. I'm just going to pull out all the best moves. And then whatever makes it at the end makes it. Because Gear 5th has had some cool moves, but it's not quite... I think outside of the big punch, I don't think we were all like on board with all of the movesets just yet. Okay. Comedy. Niche stuff. I think Golden Rifle should get in there. I'm going to leave out Gold Hanabi. Candle moves, other stuff. All right. Okay. So we have the best moves candidates. I'm just going to bump this up a few tiers. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. So these are the best moves that Luffy has in his arsenal as far as we have been at least voting on and agreed upon across the course of the story. This is basically what we're working with, right? SSS. Okay. So we've got Golden Rifle. Most of these are finishers, right? We've got some cool stuff like Jet Bazooka, Jet Pistol in there, but most of these are finishers. Bazooka, Jet Pistol, Jet Bazooka, Elephant Gun, Red Rock, King Kong Gun, King Cobra. I forget. This sounds terrible, but I forget. What was the name of Luffy's move that he used to defeat Kaido? Supreme something, Bajrang something, right? What was the full name? Can someone tell me the full name? Where is Jump Rope? Not putting it in. Jump Rope was cool, though. It was actually really cool. If enough people ask for Jump Rope, I'll throw in Jump Rope. And then we've got Golden Rifle. Spartacus says, agreed, aka if Morge likes it. Ivan says, missed my message. Also, as maker, I request Shell be raised up and rank substitute. I will raise Shell up. I like Jet Shell. I don't know what rank substitute means. Where did we put Shell at the end? Shell ended up in... Fuck. There's so many images here. Where the hell is Jet Shell? I feel like it's got to have made the B tier at least. Did it make A? No. Am I blind? Do I not see Jet Shell? Banjarang Gun, says Anime Dimension. Yeah, Banjarang Gun and Golden Rifle. And then obviously at the top, you've got Jet Gatling, Storm, and Red Hawk. Daniel Chuckwoodman says, Chuck Woodham says, Gear 4th flying should be a move. I don't think that qualifies as a move. Dude, at this point, we're qualifying everything as a move, so it's got to stop somewhere. Where did I put Shell? Can someone tell me what tier I put Shell in? I actually legitimately do not see it right now. Look for Moria. That's a good idea. No Moria, no Moria. Miriam says, busy today, so just wanted to say hi. Also, King Gatling better be up there. I think we skipped that on the list. Oh, no, I found Jet Shell. All right, I'll move Jet Shell up to A. But here's what we've got. All right? So, I want to make a quick top 10, and I think that's the easiest way to bring some finality to all of this. All right? So, I want a quick top 10. So, to start with, we've got 12 moves total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 moves total that make the potential for top 10 list for Luffy's best moves across the series. All right? So, with that being said, we're going to follow a simple format. What's the easiest way to make a top 10? Red Rock out? Okay. Everyone type right now what you think should not be in the top 10. What should not be in the top 10. That One Piece Talk says, we've been a huge fan for a long time. Keep prospering and being you, Morge. Much love from us, the One Piece Talk boys. Thanks, I appreciate that quite a bit. Anime Dimension says, is Rhino Schneider included, which is Gear 4th leg move? Nah, we're not putting that in the top 10. Does not make the top 10. What's out? Kaido finisher out, Red Rock out. We're not going to be super biased, all right? Okay. I'm going to list off the options. You type what you think does not belong. Jet Gatling, Storm, Red Hawk, Bazooka, Jet Pistol, Jet Bazooka, Elephant Gun, Red Rock, King Kong Gun, King Cobra. What the hell was this? Bajarang? Where's it at? Where's it at? Banjarang Gun and Golden Rifle. That's everything we got. So, out of those, some people saying Banjarang Gun, Elephant Gun, Jump Rope should be in. I don't know about Jump Rope. Red Rock. Okay, I agree. Red Rock, not enough for Red Rock to... I don't think Red Rock's making it. I'll just leave it here, but we'll leave that out. All right, so Red Rock's out. What's the next one that's out? We got to knock out one more before we can start ranking these. Jet Bazooka, Golden Rifle. Okay, I'm going to say what I'm seeing. What leaves? Jet Bazooka. I saw some Elephant Gun. I saw some Banjarang Gun. And I'm seeing some... I already put Elephant Gun. Golden Rifle. Alright. What leaves? Someone said Storm. I think you should leave if you said Storm. People are saying Jet Pistol? I think Jet Pistol should definitely stay. Elephant Gun you guys don't like. Okay. Alright. Elephant Gun is out. What was the next highest? Banjarang Gun. Alright, that's funny. Okay. So... we've got this. I think, what's the easiest way to figure out what's the top 10? I think these three. Okay. Let's do this. Very simple. All right, we're gonna fly through this. Keenan says, I only said Golden Rifle because he can't perform it at will. Yeah, Golden Rifle is more situational. I'm biased against situational attacks. I prefer attacks that feel like King Cobra versus King Kongan. We're going to do it like this. Cobra, Kongan. We're going to whittle it down bit by bit. Neither of these will leave. Neither of these will leave. It's just what would be ranked above. And we'll just keep going back and forth till we figure out the solid top 10. I would agree. I think Kongan is cooler than Cobra. I'm going to end it right there. What about Cobra versus Banjarangan? I don't know how to spell it. Okay, so it looks like I'm getting the sense. This is hard though. Cobra is so cool. Okay, so people prefer the Banjarangan to but then what about that versus King Kongan? This is getting very difficult. Okay, let's try it again. Kong versus B-Gun. And you know what? To make it even simpler, I'm only going to use Luffy's finishers. Because this is getting... What is Luffy's... No, because I do want to rank Red Hawk too. I'll keep them in. B-Gun. I'm going to go ahead and say Jet Bazooka is in number 10. We're not going to rank each and every... We're not going to do the poll for each and everything. Okay, I'm going to end this poll in 10 seconds. And I hope to see King Kong Gun on top. But we'll find out. 10, 9... 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is that 50-50? Will it tell me which one won? Does it say which one won? Kongan won just by the skin of its teeth, 51%. Okay. All right, so this seems to be the correct ranking for these moves. What is the Banjarang attack? It's the one he just did. It's the recent one. Oh, many people thought regular Kongan? My bad. I'm talking about King Kongan. Talking about the finishers. I think Jet Bazooka's here. Jet Pistol. Keenan says Dictator Morge just must make an appearance if the stream is to end before midnight. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and rank what I think the top 10 is. I think that's the best way, because otherwise this is just getting to be way too much. All right, so I think Jet Gatling is first. I think Storm is second. I don't like Red Hawk that much. I don't care for Red Hawk. I think King Kongan is third. I think Jet Pistol is fourth. I think Bazooka is fifth. No, Bazooka is too iconic. I'll put Bazooka over Jet Pistol. For the longevity. You got to give it its longevity points, right? Bazooka, Jet Pistol. Red Hawk is cool. I don't care that much for this one. I think King Cobra is cooler than... it's a little difficult. Yeah, I'll put King Cobra above Jet Pistol. Red Hawk I actually don't care that much about. Put Banjarangan there. And then Jet Bazooka. I like Jet Bazooka better than Red Hawk. And I don't care that... the Golden Rifle, it just doesn't sit well with me because it's not one of Luffy's usual moves. All right, so I just went Dictator Morge. You guys tell me, does this seem right? Here is the final ranking in theory. Number 1 was Jet Gatling. Number 2, I have Storm. Number 3, I have King Kongan. Number 4, I have Bazooka for the longevity. Been around for so long. Been a solid finisher in Luffy's arsenal for years and years. Decades and decades, in fact. Can't let that go unnoticed. And then we got King Cobra. An attack which we actually never see land, but does make for a great double page spread. Jet Pistol. Most surprising out of the blue moment in One Piece, and you kind of just can never forget the animation and, hype behind it. This big move, Banjarangan. Let's just pray that Kaido's not finished off of that. Jet Bazooka, a solid follow-up to Jet Pistol. Red Hawk, I don't really care about this one, but I know you guys do, so I keep it there. And Golden Rifle, which is definitely a really special move because of how it finished, but it's just like, I don't know, it's like also a random situational one-off thing. So it's not right like that. Ender Ayanami says, get Barabam Gun out of the top 10. I don't know about that. I don't know if it's lucky. Let's just say it's lucky to be where it's at. Let's say it should be happy it's in the top 10 at all in my book. Joe Mama says it's called Monkey King Gun. That's a cool name for it. That makes sense. Phantom Grey First says hashtag justice for jump rope. No. Jump rope is not. Jump rope is a really cool move, but it's not a top 10 move. It is a really cool move though. Bajrang is the baby name. It is Monkey King Gun. Monkey King Gun is a really cool name. It is a very cool name. I gotta give it that. Ivan back from the card shop says, why don't you rank my first tier list for the fans? Why don't rank your first tier list for the fans? What? Oh, the first one? Can you drop the link again? I forgot about that other one. Black Mamba is more creative, says Eisen Garcia. I did prefer Black Mamba. No, I didn't prefer Black Mamba. It's just like Black Mamba felt like the epitome of what Snake Man kind of is, right? Like a lot of attacks, very fast, hard to block because of the changing angles and directions. But King Cobra makes for a very cool image and a very cool spread. Tune Up Sub says Jump Rope might be the most disrespectful move in One Piece. It deserves a spot. That is true. Jump Rope is actually insanely... I'll throw Jump Rope in, but I'm going to rank it where I want to rank it, okay? It's just such a... Okay, if I'm tweeting Jump Rope seriously, if I'm evaluating it, I would probably put Jump Rope. I like it better than Red Hawk. I would put it right around here. Right around here. So I think it's better than Jet Bazooka, better than Red Hawk, but I'm not going to put it with any of the finishers and stuff like that, or something like really hyped like Jet Pistol. Bazooka's been around too long. Jump Rope is easy, yes. I agree. Pioneer says, I unironically think Jump Rope and Fusen are both top 10. Gomu Gomu Balloon has been around so long. But if we give that top 10, then we got to give Pistol top 10. Jump Rope for the win. All right, guys. So we got to talk about this. The tier list gotten way too long. And let's be honest. We've been over the tier list for a while now, right? We've been past the tier list for a while now. We need to do some new stuff. So starting next break week, based on what the people requested, Morge will be a React streamer. Probably not for next week's stream because that'll be a post-chapter discussion. But definitely next break week at the very least, or maybe some weekday, we'll do some reaction stuff because reactions are fun, is what I've realized. Also, there's some other ideas I've had for streams that I just haven't taken the time to kind of put together yet. Tier lists are fun and easy because they require minimal setup. But at this point, it's time to move past the tier lists. I do still want to do a color spread tier list. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Color spread tier list will be because like that's something that I genuinely want to take a look at. All right, this is what Ivan sent me first for Luffy's attacks tier list. It's just this. And he had typed the comment saying like, I spent 4 hours on this, stayed up all night, finally put this together, here you go. And it's just this. And I was like, all right, cool, Ivan. And then I just moved on. I'm like, fuck, so I'm going to have to find some tier list, like some pre-existing tier lists online. But then Ivan came through with this gigantic, unreasonably huge tier list that we literally could not get to the end of. Anime Dimension says, we don't know end result of Bajrang Gun yet, so do you think it is too soon to rate it? Well, we know Luffy won the Clash. There's not much more to it than that, right? Luffy won the Clash, so... Hamda Jaled says, if this tier list confirmed anything, it's that Luffy is a creative god. Yeah. Like, the variety of moves Luffy has in his arsenal for just what his fruit actually was for the majority of the series before it became the Sun God stuff is insane. Randy Troy says, an end of an era. Yeah, we're done with the tier lists. The tier lists are... We've done all the good ones. We did all the good ones, and we started to get to some of the really obscure ones. And I have a feeling that people don't love the obscure ones. So we're going to move on from that. just out of curiosity, how many people do you want a color spread tier list? Because I really want to do a color spread tier list. I think that is one that it'll be a similar number of images to this, but it'll be like actually really, I think the amount of debate that comes out of color spread tier list is actually going to be very tough to handle. Like it's going to take quite a bit. But the difference is here, there's like a lot of different images that you can look at, a lot of different attacks you can look at. But at the end of the day, like 60 to 70% of Luffy's moves are all kind of very similar. It's just like stretching something in a slightly different way. Okay, so I'm glad to see we're all still on board with the color spread tier list because that's something I really do want to do. And that'll probably be like the big, I guess, a big tier list to go out with on a bang before we move on from tier lists for a bit. Until the time is right to do another tier list. 8 Gates Production says, hey, I'm sorry I haven't been joining the streams more. No need to apologize. I got a girlfriend, so that's nice. / will you come back to the server if the raid succeeds? Yeah, I think that I will come back to the server if the raid fails. So I think that's the deal that I have put out there that helps incentivize people in the server to want the raid to fail. And yeah, it's just a win-win scenario. Anime Dimension says King Kong gun has multiple levels where he can inflate it. It becomes more stronger. Yeah, I guess we kind of saw that. Like with the King Kong gun that he did while he was training in Udon, I'm sure it's not the one that split Dressrosa. But at this point, it's obsolete. Why? Because we have Banjarang gun, which is gigantic and just makes King Kong gun look like a joke. Batu Balu says Act 3 will be 100 chapters long in chapter 1057. So from now on, 1 transition chapter, 5 Kaido's flashback chapters, and 2 Raid Will Fail / Beast Pirates Awakening chapters. What do you think of that? I mean, I think that if anything goes wrong for the Alliance, like a turn of the tables, etc., I do think 1 chapter, at least with it seeming like Kaido is defeated, then I think if things turn around, it will have to be longer than just 2 chapters. I don't think that you can go from like, you know, oh, the battle's over to, oh, everything flipped on its head in 2 chapters. Keenan says, off topic but serious question. Momo's still only 8. If the raid fails, will he have some brief animosity towards Luffy for not being able to keep his promise of beating Kaido? I don't think... No. Like, I think that the promise that Momonosuke made with Luffy at the end of the day was basically like, I need your... Like, going back to Zou, Luffy was always the one that Momo was asking to help him defeat Kaido, right? So it was always going to be on Luffy. I don't think Momonosuke holds any animosity for not being able to defeat Kaido himself. I don't think that was ever necessarily one of his goals. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah. Josh Frum says, yo, Red Hawk and SS. Yeah, the whole tier list is out of whack now. Red Hawk, I think Red Hawk, like, I get why people really like Red Hawk. Homage to Ace. It comes out at really cool moments, like against Doflamingo, etc. But at the same time, like, I was just never really one for Luffy having any fire abilities in general. I kind of liked with him working with what he's got. So him randomly having like 1 fire move, it kind of like, I just don't feel anything for it, basically. Joe Mama says, bro is right, 1056 gonna go nuts. I think 1056 is like high potential for something related to Luffy's fruit. Very high potential for something related to Luffy's fruit. Like, we know how much Oda loves his numbers and stuff like that. Yeah, like, I think that there's no way no way. Oda could just treat it like another chapter, but I think Oda very, very possibly will do something in 1056. It would not be, like, out of his wheelhouse whatsoever. So 1056 is interesting. 1050, I definitely think will... I mean, I would love if 1050 continues Kaido's flashback. I just don't know if that's what's going to happen, because the way Oda's done this in the past, anytime he kind of makes a villain seem defeated or whatever, like, there's usually, like, a bit of a breather. Shanks isn't 56. I don't know if Shanks is whatever. Josh Frum says 1050 will be nuts. Yeah, 1050 will... I wonder what the opinions people will have after 1050 will be, because a lot of people are like, Kaido's not defeated. Kaido is defeated. It was great. It was anticlimactic. There's already a lot of debate around that whole thing. So I'm interested to see how people feel once we get the, like, indication whether or not it is going on or not. Keenan says, I'm more so meant Momo being upset with Luffy making a promise he couldn't follow up on. I think we all agree Momo knows he can't do it himself. A promise he couldn't follow up on. You're saying that, like, Momonosuke had to age up in order for not being able to keep his promise of beating Kaido. Keenan, I don't just type your comment and I'll respond to it because I don't think I fully understand what part of the promise Luffy broke with this with defeating Kaido. Ivan says, I think Oda was better at drawing attacks pre-time skip. Even Bowgun looks cooler than most post-time skip attacks besides the finishers. Thoughts? I don't think Oda, like, I'm sure Oda is better at drawing now. I think just the amount of time that he can spend on individual things is less. Like, look at Cobra. Like, that's a great looking attack. King Kong gun, great panel. But I get what you mean in that, like, a lot of the artwork definitely looks a lot cleaner earlier and earlier you go in the series. So, I mean, I definitely don't think Oda's regressed in terms of how he can draw, but just rather what he has time to draw because he's just he's focusing more on cramming more content into the chapters. But yeah, the artwork for all of this pre-time skip stuff is obviously mostly cleaner than the average post-time skip stuff. TCB says 1050, huh? ... The raid succeeded. Tears. I need to see it for myself to kind of know what happened. All right, I'm going to call the stream at 9. So I think let's, what do you call? Yeah, let's just keep in mind that we're unwinding for a little bit after this. Ivan says, rank the gag attacks coward. Dude, there's so many. All I know is that Gomu Gomu Dumbass is the best ranked attack, by far. Right here. Or Gomu Gomu Bon. It is easily the best. TCB, I might ask you a couple questions after this, because now you got me interested. Hawk says, Morge, why did you delete the chapter reviews? Chapter reviews are not deleted. They should all be on a channel called Morge Archive. I say this should all be because we have somebody else doing the transfer, but all of the chapter reviews should be being transferred from main channel to archive channel. So you can find all the chapter reviews. The reason that I'm moving them is just because it's better for YouTube algorithm stuff to basically, like, if you have two types of content, one that's like theory discussion based, that is more so meant for to have long-term value, but then you have another type of content which is like chapter reviews, which they have a very short lifespan in terms of viewership. It messes with your YouTube metrics a little bit, just a little bit. So it's easier for me to like put out the chapter review, let everyone see it on the main channel. Then if you want to see it again, you can see it on the archives channel. Randy says those government ships still need to play. Raid succeeded, but they can still fail. Raid didn't succeed just yet. Give it 2-3 chapters, and then we can say for sure. Joe Mama says, so that's what Rajesh's job is. That is actually not what Rajesh is doing. This is somebody else is doing that. Rajesh's project is totally different. Joe Mama says, Morge, what do you think about Lava Kaido being defeated with Ryo? Oh, you're saying like the burning dragon form? He would never show this attack to someone without Ryo. I mean, I don't really understand what that means. William Marshall says, your point about Crossroads, your Marineford video was great. Can you think of any examples besides Luffy/Ace? Yes, but I'd have to look at notes again. Because there's there was a video I wanted to do on Fate, but I felt like it was better to let this arc at least play out before I did something like that. So I have examples, but the Ace Luffy one is obviously the clearest one that Oda most explicitly puts out there. Grandpa Bob says, do you think there will be any more upgrades/power-ups to the hockey system? Yes, I think so, because Kaido did straight up tell Luffy, like, hey, your hockey can be better. So Luffy's hockey can be better than it is right now, which means that there is things that he still could be doing that he isn't yet. But Luffy's probably pretty close. Like, he's probably pretty close. Rank Luffy subbing in with Buggy against Mihawk. That was a great decision. It's just like, it was a little surprising even to see Mihawk cut Buggy. It did not actually work, but I'm sure if Mihawk wanted to cut Buggy, he could cut Buggy, no question. I am interested in like random fruit users like Buggy, like what their awakenings would be like, because like, would it be disassembling? Like, there's so many fruits that are really basic in ability. But like with awakening, you could just suddenly, the potential for an awakening for it this or that fruit could be is like way, way, way more than what the simplistic basic form of the fruit could be. So there's a lot of fruits I feel like could be broken if they got Awakening. Keenan says Luffy tells Momo he will beat Kaido. Momo trusts and Luffy tells Momo he'll beat Kaido. Momo trusts and believes Luffy will beat Kaido. Luffy then loses to Kaido, briefly breaking some of that faith and trust that Momo has in Luffy. Oh no, but Luffy like seems like he Oh, you're saying like if things go south here basically, then how would Momo feel? I don't think that like Momo would resent Luffy for that. I don't think anyone's gonna resent Luffy for losing to Kaido basically. I highly doubt that. It's more like Juan Perez says Mihawk cannot cut Buggy. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know how the Rio, etc. plays into basically like if your fruit like literally just it's hard to see. Maybe Mihawk can, maybe you can. Ivan says Jacket Fruit Awakening ? I would love to see the Jacket Fruit awaken. It would be amazing. But yeah, I think that like I don't think resentment would be the response or something like that. Randy says Buggy's hockey greater than Mihawk's hockey. Buggy has assembled a crew unlike Mihawk ever could assemble. Mihawk is not good at, the people stuff and bringing people together. Power Dude says, bro, if the raid succeeds, I can empathize with the L. At this point, it looks like Sanji never learned Deathwink. He probably would have used it by now. Sanji's Deathwink. I always thought it would be cool if Sanji broke out some like new Kama Kenpo stuff, but I doubt that he would. I so heavily doubt that he would learn that. It's just so against his nature. And I think like even a lot of Sanji fans might not like it if Sanji was actually using new Kama Kenpo, because I think that hurts the appeal of Sanji, the cool guy or whatever. Like when Sanji has his cool moments, people prefer it to be just straight up like a cool moment, which is fair, I think, because Sanji gets shit for so much for so many other reasons. But I don't know. I think that's the Deathwink is maybe too much of an expectation. Bunfa Gum says, did you see Hot Boy Spicy's video responding to you? I don't even know who that is. Hot Boy Spicy. No, I've not seen that. But maybe that's something we can save for reaction week. All right, guys, no more supers. I'm going to call the stream in 3 minutes. Ivan says, do you think we could get 10 billion berry jackpot team attack with all the Strats once they get new bounties? That would be awesome. When was the last time we got to see the Strats just like fight as a team? Is that not since, I guess the Kraken? By it as a team, I mean, no, Fishman Island. Fishman Island, there was some good teamwork that we were kind of getting. Or like Strats just like lining up, knocking out the Fishmen, also all together against the Kraken. Pardeer says, I don't need full-on new Kama Kenpo, just the Deathwing. Yeah, I think Deathwing would be cool. If Sanji breaks out any of the wings, that would be pretty cool to see. Spartacus says, when new video? New video tomorrow. New video tomorrow. As long as there's no issues with the editing or anything like that. But that is out of my hands. Polar Bear says, does Zoro's performance in Wano put him in a good spot to challenge Mihawk if he's with Shanks on Elbaf? I don't know. It's so hard, like, because we don't know what, like, I would instinctively say no, but we don't know how Oda might want to portray Zoro with Ashura and stuff like that. So it's hard to say. Because Ashura plus Mastered Advanced Conquerors Haki, I don't know. Mr. Crescent says, do you still want to use my color spread tier list for next break week? I'm going to say I will definitely use that at some point. Likely for next break week. Likely, well, actually, because the color spread tier list is going to be so long, I probably wouldn't even do it on a break week like a Monday. I'd probably pick like a Saturday or Friday basically to do that. So we will do a color spread tier list. Yeah, we'll definitely do the tier list. It's just like, I think, I don't know if I would do it on a Monday night like this where I can only stream for like about a couple hours. So the tier list you made did not go to waste whatsoever. I definitely want to do that one. Soka King says, yo, 150 spoilers are out on Reddit. I think that is a good time for me to stop the stream. And yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. I think we got a solid breakdown of the... I think these are kind of consensus best attacks. Jet Gatling, Storm, Conga, nothing crazy here. But man, this is a reminder that Luffy's got a lot of random little attacks that he's put out. A lot of random little attacks. All right, guys. We're going to call it on that.